It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Wait, wait, 20!
Mike 51. I don't think you got it, son. Kill.
Check it.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him one, and New England has a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Tight dog. Check. Rip.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 33 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get him.
Quick dash. Come.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
That's a gain of 3. Double dog. That's the way.
Check. Fresno. Protein spill.
36.
Check it. Reload. 380.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked.
Here we go.
That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
I got you.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
180.
You can't block me.
from the gun on third. Garoppolo. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Brady gives to Michelle, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Check, watch the before, watch the before. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 4, check 4.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Motion.
Hey, check it.
On first down, Michelle, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1.
I'm coming for you. Mine.
Easy.
If you want the mic. And what's the ball?
Say. 72.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady dancing to his left. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right?
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 33 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman. 75 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Coleman, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
21. Hey, let's go.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Watch the 12, fellas. Here we go. 2.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Here we go. Like 20. 11. Mike, did you
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
11. Hey, gun. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Mike's by 4.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on second down, Brady being chased out left. Now side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. It's a party now. It's a party now. Mike, 56.
72.
Let's go, D.
They do go for it. It's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go, go, go.
Check it.
Mike, 54. Mike, 54. Exit, exit.
Buzz.
Again, it's Brady. They do a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Niners 17, Patriots 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
72.
To throw again. Brady. This is White on the screen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got Sanu. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, 53. Hey, 66.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Go Bandit.
Brady now on first. Here for Edelman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, go 66.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Hey, 66.
Throwing again. Brady trying for Edelman again. This time he's got him. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Clock!
At the 40-yard line.
Check 26.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 180!
Here we go.
65. I got this.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
A 10-yard gain.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
12, fellas, here we go.
Coleman now. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 75 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
All right, here we go. Mike 51. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Now Brady. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Brady. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. And this a 39-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On play action, now Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Caught by the tight end, Watson. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Right there. 54.
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And they have his man. That's Edelman. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing now is Brady, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Kill. 72.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
72.
Now a play fake. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Hey, check it.
To throw on third down. Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. James White.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Brady to throw again. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Patriots, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Michel going to try again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And some space here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 99 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Hey, 66.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers.
Here we go. 20.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm going to come back.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One final try now for Brady. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.